Joe was a taxi driver. Every morning he would polish his taxi until it sparkled like a diamond. His taxi was his pride and joy, his ticket to the world. With his worn-out cap perched on his head and a warm smile on his face, he was always ready to hit the road. Joe loved his job. He loved meeting new people, hearing their stories, and taking them to their destinations. One cloudy morning, Joe got a call. A woman needed a ride to the hospital. Joe hurried to her house. She was waiting anxiously, her face etched with worry. Without wasting a moment, Joe helped her into the taxi and sped towards the hospital. On the way, he talked to her, trying to distract her from her fears. He shared funny anecdotes, trying to lighten her mood. When they arrived, the woman thanked Joe with tearful eyes. He patted her shoulder, wishing her luck. As Joe drove through the bustling city streets, he encountered all kinds of passengers. There was a young boy clutching his school bag tightly, who chattered excitedly about his dreams. There was an elderly couple, holding hands, reminiscing about their youth. Joe smiled, listening to their tales, feeling a part of their lives even if only for a short while. He felt like a silent confidant, carrying their burdens and sharing their joys. One rainy evening, Joe picked up a man in a hurry. The man was fidgeting, checking his watch every second. He told Joe to rush, to go as fast as possible. Joe nodded and weaved through the traffic, trying to fulfill the man's urgency. As they reached the destination, the man rushed out without paying. Joe sighed, feeling a pang of disappointment. But he shook it off and continued his journey, knowing that not everyone was as honest as they seemed. Amidst the chaos of the city, Joe found solace in the quiet moments. Sometimes during the late nights, he would drive through the empty roads, his mind drifting into the past. He remembered his own struggles, the hardships he had faced, and how he had persevered. He thought about his family, their smiling faces, and the dreams he wanted to fulfill for them. One sunny afternoon, Joe picked up an elderly lady. She had a radiant smile and a twinkle in her eye. She asked Joe about his life, his dreams. Joe found himself opening up to her, sharing his aspirations, his love for driving, and the happiness he found in small moments. The lady listened intently, her eyes full of understanding. When they reached her destination, she handed him an envelope. Joe was surprised. Inside was a small note and some money. The note read, "Keep chasing your dreams, young man. You bring joy to so many." With renewed hope in his heart, Joe continued his journey. He met more people, shared more stories, and made more memories. He realized that being a taxi driver was not just about driving people around. It was about being a part of their lives, about making a difference, no matter how small.